our first interview series where you can get to know the Gen International stuff. I'm here in the Gen International office and with me is Carolin Waldmann.
Hello.
That you will get to know better now. Hi Caro. So where are you based? I already said a little bit, but tell me more about where are you working from?
So just now here from our co-working space, the Gen International office, and that is based in Findhorn. That's an eco-village in the north of Scotland. And originally I'm from Bavaria, that's in the south of Germany, and in summer 2019 I moved here to Findhorn, and since then, I obviously stayed on.
It's a pleasure to work with you here in Findhorn.
Thank you.
And tell us, what is your job here, or what is your job in Gen?
So my official role is the office coordinator. So basically I'm taking care of all the operations that are really happening here on the ground, and that's from counting petty cash or tracking our inventory to coordinating the volunteers that we have here, and also responsibilities like overseeing the online store, for example. And additionally I'm supporting our educational team, for example with the online learning platform, or also with the development of our Ecovillage design cards that we have here in stock in our inventory. And then pass here and there what's needed. So that's what I'm basically doing here within Gen.
Yeah, it seems like you have a lot of different tasks. Is there any project at the moment that you feel really energized about, or where you would say, okay, this is why I'm working for Gen?
Yeah. So I feel like in general I enjoy working for Gen because I want to support and stand for the vision and mission, and I feel very much excited about the online learning platform that we launched, I think, back in May. So really there to bring our content and wisdom that we have as Ecovillage out into the world. And then also this question of, okay, how can we build more capacity with it? For example, how can we engage more volunteers, and also, of course, volunteers that are based here in Findhorn in the Gen office. So how can we create this team culture and get more and more people involved? So I think there are various things, but these are overall elements I'm quite excited about. Yeah,
that's nice to hear. Like always in life, when you have such a big task, or when you have something that really energizes you, it also comes with some challenges. So what would you say are your challenges with this work?
Yeah, I feel like living with uncertainty and the unknown. So also being faced, okay, what is our strategy, where do we want to move, and it's fully in our own responsibility. So really taking on responsibility and touching into the unknown and seeing what there is. So not being able to rely on old structures. I think that's a big challenge that we're also overall facing in Gen, with restructuring processes coming into place.
But it has a big opportunity also for getting clear on the vision of Gen and moving forward with a fresh energy. So
absolutely,
And I mean, you're working for the Global Ecovillage Network, so I'm sure you also visited some eco-villages. Maybe tell us a bit about your experiences. What was your favorite eco-village from the ones you've seen so far?
Yes, I definitely did, even though I have to admit I'm working for Gen International, but I haven't been around very internationally yet, more based here in Europe. But also as I try to avoid flying around quite a bit. And so overall it's in Germany, and in the UK there's a visited Ecovillage, and in Germany overall these very well established already, like Siebenlinden, that's quite famous, or Schloss Tempelhof. But now when you ask me for my famous Ecovillage, I would actually say it's Findhorn, where I'm based and where I decided to stay on, not without any reason. Overall, because the arts are very important, it's a very old Ecovillage, I think 58 years old, so there's a huge legacy and heritage of wisdom and also grounded spirituality for me, or it's living with the place for quite some time already. So there are much more, and I want to get to know more eco-villages, not only online, but for now I would say Findhorn is my home, and where I hold most knowledge about.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. You should come and visit.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm sure now with sharing all these experiences with us from like working with Jen and about Jen, that people are curious how they can get involved. And do you have a tip for people watching, like how can they get involved with
Absolutely.
Jen? Yeah.
Maybe I can share my own story how I got involved with Jen, and this was through, before actually Lara came, I joined the European Volunteer Service. And then I started, moved here to Findhorn and really started to work also on the ground with Jen here. So I can really recommend volunteering because you really get a vital in-depth experience. And you know, there are different opportunities. You can also apply for the European Volunteer Service, or for example, you know, work with us remotely online through signing up on our volunteer database. So there are much more ways to really get involved with and in Jen. But from my own personal experience, I recommend volunteering. As it kind of, you know, really changed my own story.
That's beautiful to hear. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences
for having
with
me
us.
here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Greetings from Findhorn. Bye bye.
Bye.